Welcome back to CarCraze. Today, we're diving into the future by taking a look at one of the boldest nameplate revivals in recent automotive memory, the 2026 Ford Capri. Yes, the Capri is back, but not in the way you might expect. Gone is the low-slung coupe silhouette of the 1970s and 80s. In its place is a sleek, all-electric crossover SUV that marks a bold evolution of the name, ushering in a new era of electrified mobility for Ford in Europe and beyond. Originally known as the car you always promised yourself, the Capri was an icon of attainable performance and sleek design. Fast forward to 2026. And Ford has brought the name back with a completely new identity. Built on the Volkswagen-sourced MEB platform, the same one used in the Ford Explorer F and various Volkswagen ID models, so the new Capri shares some of the same FDNA but takes a sportier, more design-focused direction. It's aimed at a different kind of driver, one who wants electric power without sacrificing style, presence, or brand heritage. Let's start with the design. The new Capri immediately catches your eye with its fastback-style rear roofline, sloping elegantly towards the tail in a way that hints at its coupe lineage. The quad-LED headlights give a futuristic but familiar look, paying homage to the original Capri's dual circular lamp layout. There's also a subtle S-curve graphic integrated into the rear pillars, a nod to the iconic Capri swoosh design element. These aren't just nostalgic throwbacks, they're carefully integrated design cues that keep the spirit of the original alive while pushing the form factor into the future. Dimensionally, this Capri is a proper mid-size crossover. It's about 4.63 meters long, or roughly 182 inches, which puts it right between the compact and mid-size SUV classes. It's slightly shorter and lower than its Explorer F sibling but shares the same 2.77-meter wheelbase. The result: a sportier stance, a lower center of gravity, and proportions that make it feel more planted and dynamic on the road even before you get behind the wheel. Step inside, and the evolution continues. The interior is clean and minimalistic, yet surprisingly spacious. Ford has taken a user-friendly approach with physical controls where they matter, like volume knobs and climate dials, while still offering a large, central touchscreen running Ford's Sync Move software. This screen is height adjustable, sliding up or down based on your preference, and even conceals a hidden storage cubby behind it. Below the screen sits a handy mega console, offering 17 liters of flexible storage space for bags, bottles, and tech gear. The rear seats also benefit from the flat floor and long wheelbase, giving passengers ample legroom and comfort, making this a legit family F as much as a heritage play. Of course, what matters most in any F today is range and performance here, and this is where the Capri really starts to differentiate itself. There are two variants available: the standard range and the extended range. The base version features a single rear-mounted motor delivering 286 horsepower, paired with a 52 kilowatt-hour usable battery, good for around 350 kilometers or roughly 217 miles of WLTP-rated range. Step up to the extended range, and you get a bigger 77 kilowatt-hour battery and the option of a dual motor, all-wheel drive setup with 340 horsepower. In this dual motor configuration, the Capri sprints from 0 to 100 km per hour or 0 to 62 mph in just 5.3 seconds. That's quicker than most hot hatches on the market today and not too far off from what the Mustang Mach-E GT can do. But despite the performance, Ford insists that the Capri is more of a grand tourer than a sports car. It's meant to be fast, smooth, and comfortable on long drives rather than a track-ready machine. Range on the extended version sits around 620 kilometers, or 385 miles WLTP, which is impressive for a vehicle of this size and capability. That figure will vary with wheel size, driving style, and conditions, but it's competitive with similarly priced Fs like the Tesla Model Y long range and the high-end Ioniq 5. Charging performance is equally solid. The smaller battery tops out at 125 kilowatts for DC fast charging, while the larger unit supports up to 185 kilowatts, allowing for a 10 to 80% charge in under 30 minutes at a high power station. On the road, early reviews suggest that the Capri is one of the more engaging EVs built on the MEB platform. Ford's engineers have tuned the suspension to be more responsive than what you'll find in a Volkswagen ID.5, with slightly firmer damping and revised steering feel. It's not Mustang-level dynamics, but it's a confident and planted driving experience here, especially in the dual-motor configuration. The lower ride height, unique wheel designs, and Ford-specific calibration give it a more agile personality than most MEB-based crossovers. Tech-wise, the Capri comes equipped with all the latest driver assistance features you'd expect: adaptive cruise control, lane centering, blind spot monitoring, automatic parking assist, and a 360-degree camera. There's also a new driver awareness system that uses eye tracking to detect fatigue or distraction, a growing safety trend in modern EVs. Over-the-air updates will keep the software fresh, and Ford is also working on enabling future compatibility with vehicle-to-load and vehicle-to-grid energy sharing. Ford is also putting effort into the production story. The Capri is built in Cologne, Germany at Ford's newly transformed electric vehicle center. It's the same facility producing the Explorer F, and represents a nearly €2 billion investment into Ford's European EV future. By 2030, Ford aims to be fully electric in European models like the Capri are essential to reaching that goal. So, who is the Capri really for? It's not for purists hoping for a two-door throwback coupe, and it's not trying to be a direct Mustang alternative. Instead, it's aimed at drivers who want something electric, stylish, a little sporty, and practical enough for everyday life. It sits in a niche between the minimalist ID.5 and the more aggressive Tesla Model Y, offering a distinct look and feel that's tied into Ford's history, without being shackled by it. In many ways, the 2026 Ford Capri is a case study in balancing brand legacy with technological evolution. Ford knew it couldn't just revive a name without offering something that lives up to the legacy. Whether you love or hate the idea of a crossover Capri, there's no denying that it makes a statement. It's not just another EV, it's a reimagining of what a legendary nameplate can be in the electric era. And maybe that's the point. The original Capri was affordable, sporty, and aspirational. The new one aims to deliver those same qualities but wrapped in a package that fits the world we drive in today. With the right mix of performance, comfort, and visual flair, the Capri could carve out a compelling space in the crowded EV market. So, is this the future you always promised yourself? Only time here and maybe a test drive here will tell. Thanks for watching CarCraze. If you enjoyed this breakdown of the 2026 Ford Capri, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments, would you buy an electric crossover with a legendary name, or should Ford have left the past in the past? Catch you in the next one.